Okay, then we called as, okay, there we want to use what now? Relational operators. Okay, right. So relational operators, what now? What purpose here? Comparing. Comparing a specific column values with a condition. And this condition, okay, whatever we given here, okay. So now, so comparing all a specific column values with a condition. So whatever the condition we are giving in the query, so with that condition, okay, it will be comparing now. Understand now? Right. So what is the syntax for comparing of this? Okay. So the condition will be like where, and I want to send my column name. Okay. And here we applied here relational operator, relational operator. Okay. And after that, we send your value. Okay. This is what now the syntax, okay, how we can go to use my relational operators under my condition. Okay. And let me go for to see some examples on this. Okay. How it was means, for example, and the first of all, I want to come and to open your SQL Plus. Okay. And you should connect with this. Okay. MyDB 11 AM user. So MyDB 11 AM. So after connected, I need to set my page size because I said yesterday. So what is page size and lines? Okay. So after that, let me go and see your EMP is one of my demo table. And the table was there here. One second, guys. So guys, are you getting full screen or off screen? You people will get full screen off screen now. Now check it out. Off screen or full screen? Okay, now full screen now, right? So now this is my table here. Okay, whatever the table you can see. So in this table, suppose I need to fetch a specific information or specific employee data. Okay, then how I can fetch it here? Observe. Okay, what is my requirement for this? What is my requirement here? So write a query. Okay, write a query to display employees. Okay, whose the salary is more than, okay, is more than 1600. So if you want to compare the more than 1600 people, if you want it here, compulsory, I need to use my relational operators. Okay, and let me come out and see. Yes, so many employees are there and the salaries are different salaries we have here. But one of the employee was having 16. But 16 above, how many employees are there and who are getting 1600 above salary? So those people information, I want it now. So how can you write means it's query select and where class, and here my column name salary, which is greater than to 1600. Okay, and greater than 1600 people data we are going to be fetching now. Okay, so these are the greater than 1600 people. So in this, we are using what now? Relational operators to comparing each and every value. For example, 800. So salary is 800. 800 is greater than 1600. Condition true or false? Come on, guys. Condition true or false? So when you're comparing 800, so 800 is greater than 1600. Condition is false. Next, comparing 1600. 1600 is greater than 1600. It is also false. Next, 1250 is greater than 1600. It is also false. 2975 is greater than 1600. Yes, it is right. So like this, okay, each and every value is going to be comparing with your given condition. Okay, and wherever the condition will be true, the true condition of data will be retrieval. Okay, so that is how many people was there more than 1600. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 6 people we got it. So 6 people we got it or not? Yes. So this is the way the relational operator will be using now. And the same as the relational operators, even though we can use in the next level of operation. What is your next level here? Write a query to display. Okay. Write a query to display employees, okay, who are joined before 1981. Who are joined before 1981. Okay, now. So now, if I want to know how many employees are joined before 1981, so let me come out and see your table in this higher date column. Once you can observe, if you see the higher date column and higher date informations are there here. Somebody's joined in 1980s and somebody in 1981 and 82, 83, it was joined. Okay. And now what is my requirement here? The which employees are joined? Okay, 1981 before. So can you tell me in this, okay, who was joined in 1981 before? Come on, guys. How many people are there? They joined 1981 before? Only one employee, and he was Smith. Okay, right. And come back, how we can take. So I'm going to writing my query like select star from EMP. Okay, so where, and here my column name is what now? Higher date. And I'm asking here 1981 before. Okay, so before means greater than or less than? Less than. Okay, so I'm using here less than. And my condition, how to write means your higher date column is having the format of date, month, and year. So in which format the data was there in the higher date column, the same format of data I want to pass. Then only the data will be match. Okay. If you're passing simply, okay, so 1981, if you pass like this, it was showing error. So it was showing error, expected data got to number. Because here my higher date column, which data type column? Come on, guys. Higher date is which data type? Yes, it is a date data type. And already we discussed data types, okay? So already we discussed date data types, okay? So your higher date is a date data type column. But date data type column, are you comparing with the number? So this is my date actually. Okay, this is my data. Okay, and this is number. Now tell me, is it possible to compare a number with a date expression? No, we cannot. So we cannot compare with. So that's why it was showing error. And what it was saying, guys, here, inconsistent data types. That means data types are not matching. Consistent means same. Okay, compatibility. But your data type is incompatibility here. So my column is date and you was given number. So date expressions can't compare with the number. It's impossible. So you can't write like this. And you want to write your expression value in the format of a date format. And what is the date format? DD dash month, first three characters of month spelling, dash last two digits of year. Okay. So that means how to write less than, that means before 1981. Before 1981 means your 1981 when it was started. Jan 1st. So Jan 1st before, which date it will come? Jan 1st before, less than. What is the date? Jan 1st before? December 31st. December 31st, 1980s, 79, 78. So these all are comes to you. Okay, now? So now I'm giving what now? First dash Jan dash 81. Okay. So 1st January 1981 less than. Less than means 1980s, 1979, 1978. These all are comes to you. But here I'm giving to execute now. But still it is not allowed. And it was giving what now? Invalid identifier. Okay. So can you tell me anybody why it was showing error? I already explained to you in your data types. Okay, your data types I already explained to you. So why it was showing still error? Can you remember in our data types we discussed data must be in a single quotes. Can you remember? Anybody remember, guys? Data must be in single quotes, I said. Okay. So that's why here I'm not passing any single quotes to my date expression. That's why it was showing invalid identifier. So that means what finally I have to do means I have to keep my single quotes compulsory. It's a mandatory. Okay, na? So now after that, I'm going to send this. Yes. And finally, you got it. So 1981 before in my EMP table, only one employee joined. He was a Smith. So that information, I got it. Okay, now the same as another example. Write a query to display. Write a query to display employees. Okay, so who are joined after 1981? If I'm asking. Okay, now. So can you write here? After means how to write condition? Yes. So I want to write here. The condition is very simple. So in place of less than, I want to give it a greater than. Okay, greater than. But what is your expression 1981 after? So what is my date? 1st January, na? No, it's wrong. What is that? 31st. 31st December. Okay, 31st December 1981. Because your 1981 when it was ended, December 31st it was ended. And after 31st December later, what it was come? 1982, New Year will come. Yes or no? It was come what now? New Year. So that's you can give 31st December 1981 after. So how many people joined? Those people information I got it. So there are 3 employees that joined: Scott, Adams, and Miller. So these are 1982, 83, and 82. They was joined here. Okay. So like this, your relational operators you can compare with your date expressions. Okay. So before and after like this. Okay, now right. And what is my next one is called as a logical operators. Logical operators. So now tell me guys here, Generally, logical operators, how to use in your Java, C language. Okay, these operators, how to use, where you want to use these logical operators. Yes, logical operators where you want to use means whenever you want to check more than one condition. Okay, na? Can you see in my assignment operators, single condition I was given, arithmetic operators also, okay, one condition basis we perform. Okay, and even though the relational operators also we performed single conditions. Can you see single conditions here? Okay, so single conditions we perform. But whenever you want to check more than one condition, for example, more than one condition or multiple conditions when we want to check, so their logical operators are required. Okay, now, so logical operators are used. Okay, so logical operators are, one second, right. Logical operators are used here, are used to check, okay, more than one condition in the query. Okay, now, so whenever you want to go for this, then we are using logical. And in the logical operators, there are three operators we are using: and, or, not. These are the three operators. And let me see how these operators are working one by one. We will check it out. And now first one is called as AND operator. So AND operator, when you want to understand, guys, here how it was working means, can you remember in your mathematics you have two tables are there? So condition 1 and condition number 2. If there are two conditions are there, okay, on between these two conditions, if I'm using AND operator, my first condition true, second condition true, then true, what it was happen? True. My first condition true, my second condition is false, then true, false. What it was happen? False. My first condition false and second condition true, then false, true, false. My first condition false and second condition false, false, false. Okay, now? So these are two tables we called. Can you remember these two tables in mathematics? Come on, yes or no? Yes. So that means AND operator, when it was written output, means when both conditions are true, which I was given in the query, when both the conditions are true, then only it returns output. It returns some value. If any one condition is false, no value returns, or both conditions are false, no value returns. Okay, now? Right. So as per this, how can you define your definition means? So I can say, okay, I can say it return a value if both conditions are true. If both conditions are true, okay, then only it return value. Otherwise, no return value. And what is the syntax of this AND operator means? Okay, so I want to use my where, and I want to give my condition number 1 AND operator, and I'm giving here condition number 2 AND operator, condition number 3 AND operator, and so on. This is your syntax of your AND. And let me see one example how it was working here. Write a query to display employees whose name is, for example, whose name is Adams, and and working under and working as a clerk and working as a clerk. Okay now. So here, this is my requirement. I want to get my employee. Okay. So I want to display employee whose name is Adams and working as a clerk. Okay. And now come out and see your table. If I come back to my table, okay, this is my table information we have here. Okay, now, right. So in this table, when you see Adams, yes, he was there, Adams, and he was working under clerk department. So now in this case, if I want to get that person information, so simply we are writing the query like this. Okay, select a star from EMP, where E name is equals to Adams. And see, when I'm going to writing, okay, so E name is equals Adams, then my person details are, I got it now. Got it or not? Yes, I got it here. But here, tell me in my query where clause, how many conditions I'm using here? Only one condition. So some people have a doubt. Sir, with one condition, my required person details, I got it. Then why should I want to go second condition? Why should I want to write multiple condition here? Okay, so this kind of doubt is come to you. Okay, with the help of one condition, I got it my person details, what I'm asking. Okay, then why should I want to go to AND operator or OR operator? Why? Okay, and these logical operators, when it was required for us, means, yes, simply observe. Suppose in this ename table, you have only one person, his name is Adams. But I'm going to change another person name also. Okay, now? So what is the person name I'm changing here? Update EMP set E name is equals to Adams, where E name is equals to Ward. So I updated here. After updating one person details in my EMP table, let me come out and see. Now there are two people are there on the name of Adams. He is a one person, 7521 name is also Adams. 7876 name also Adams. Can you tell me guys here, is there any possibilities that the two employee names are having same name? Possible is there? Yes. So there is more chances are there. Yes or no? In a company, there is more chances and more choice is there. What now? The two employees are two or more than two employees names are same. Okay, now. So now in this case, suppose if I am writing the same query with a single condition, what is the problem here? If I'm using single condition, what it was happen? The two people data will come to me. But in this two people, who you wanted? One person working as a salesman, one person working as a clerk. Then tell me, who you wanted? Salesman or clerk? Yes, I want it what now? Clerk. So that means now tell me, if I want to get my exactly the person, okay, now the clerk, I wanted Adams, who was working as a clerk, I wanted. Okay, now. So if you wanted that person, compulsory, we should write another condition. Another condition we need to write. So that another condition is what now here? Now I want to write another condition that is called as what now? AND. So AND, what is this? Job is equals to clerk. Job is equals to clerk. And here, there are two people are there here. one is a salesman and one is a clerk. So now what happened, if I'm using my additional condition, job is equals to clerk, then what happened, Adams is my first condition. So first condition true, yes or no? So this row will be satisfied. My first condition is what now? True. And this clerk is a second condition, true. True, true, true. But in this, what happened in the first row? Okay, in the first row, Adams, my first condition, true. But second condition, job is what now here? Salesman. But here my job is what? Clerk. So second condition, false. Then true, false, it will be false. Got it my point now? Okay. So that means finally what it was happen? If you go to check and you are required exactly person who you want it, that you got. Understand now? So this is what it was going to be happen, guys. So in that cases, AND operators are very helping us. Okay. And AND operator, carefully observe here, whatever the two conditions I was taken, these two conditions must be in the same row. Okay, na? Two conditions must be in the same row. That means whatever the conditional values was given by user, those conditional values should be there within the row. That means in the same row only checking. But different rows are not checking by AND operator. Understand na? So AND operator, how these two conditions are checking means within the row, same row. When the two conditional values are having in the same row, then only AND operator will be retrieval your data. But your required conditions are having different rows, then it is not comes. Okay, for example, let me see. If job is equals to, I'm giving us, okay, I'm giving us analyst. I'm giving us analyst. So in my table, can you see analyst also there and clerks also there? But is there any employee was there? His name is Adams in analyst. Any employee is there? His name is Adams in analyst? No. Okay, then what it was happen? E name is equals to Adams. Adams is there here. One, Adams is there. But next condition is what now? Analyst. Okay. So analyst is, okay, in analyst there is no Adams, but analyst is there. Analyst is also there. But analyst and Adams, both are different rows, same row na? Different rows. When your conditional values, whatever the conditional values was given, your conditional values are in the different rows, then your AND operator is not working. Understand now? On different rows, it is not working. What I'm saying here, your conditional values must be in the same row. Same row means you can see name is Adams. Name is Adams. Job is what? Clerk. So name is Adams. But in the same row, job is salesman. So this is not satisfied. But name is Adams and same row, job is clerk. So that means what you understand? AND operator conditions are checking within the row. Same row will be checked, not different rows. Okay, you are required your conditional data, your conditional values. If it was there in different rows, then AND operator will never returns any value. Like this, like this. This conditional value, this conditional value. Both the conditional values are there in my table, but both the conditional values are how it was there, different rows. How it was there in different rows, it was there. So it was different rows, then what it was happen, your AND operator will never returns any value. And even though your data is not selected, okay, but here come to my conditional values are having same row Adams and same row clerk. So then it was working. Got it my point now? So AND operator is working and AND operator conditions are checking in the same row, not a different row. Okay, that point should be remembered. So this is AND operator nature. Same row data comparisons. Okay, now right. What about R operator? Okay, what about the R operator? R operator, can you tell me guys here when I'm using on true table? Now tell me true, true, true. If true, false, true, false, true, false, true, true, false, false, false. So that means here R operator, how it was returning a value. If any two condition, if two conditions are true, value is written. If any one condition true, value is written. But when both the conditions are false, then only no return value. Okay. So now we are observe what is the definition. It returns or return a value if any one condition is true from the given group of conditions, from the given group of conditions. From the given group of conditions. Okay, now here the syntax, how it will be, means that the syntax is, so where I'm giving here condition number 1, R operator, and I'm giving here condition number 2, R operator, and I'm giving condition number 3. Okay, now so R operator and so on. And now here observe. So example, write a query to display employees. Okay, so whose name is Ellen, whose name is Ellen, or are working as a analyst, Okay, now here tell me the two conditions I'm asking, whose name is Ellen or working as an analyst. Now you can see in my table Ellen was there, but Ellen is which person he is? He's an analyst or he is a salesman? Is a salesman. Okay, but you can see Ellen is there, but he's not a analyst, he's a salesman. And even though analyst people also there, Now tell me, as per your conditional values, first conditional value, second condition, these two conditional values are having in the same row or different rows? Different rows. So when my required data was there in different rows, okay, na, then how I will get, okay, na, your required information or your required data was there in the different rows, then those different rows of data, if I want to get there, I can use what now? R operator. Okay, now when your required data was there in the same row, then what I want to use? AND operator. Now got it clarity? AND operator when you want to use, R operator when you want to use. Got it clarity? What I'm saying here, AND operator when you want to use, when your required data, If it was having in the same row, then use end. Okay, na? If your required data is having in different rows, then use a R to get purpose, to getting purpose. Okay, na? So now here, my conditional data was there in the different rows. So that's why what I'm doing here. My name is Alan. Okay. And suppose you can see if I'm using end operator, what happened? And job is equals to analyst. Analyst. Now see, so somebody is asking, sir, can I use an end operator? Yes, you can use end operator, but what it was happening, you can see. Will you get any output? Any result? No. Why? Because here, see, in my table, Alan is there, analyst also there. But both are having different rows so that it doesn't return any value. Okay, na? But the same situation, instead of end operator, I'm using what now? R operator I'm using now. So R operator and execute. See, you will get or not? Get it? Yes. My first condition name is Alan. So Alan is also came. My second condition is analyst. Here analyst, how many people are there? 2 people. So analyst also came. So different rows data will got it here. Okay, na? So whenever you want different rows, there you can use what now? R. Okay, na? So this is one example of R operator, how to work. So these are very fundamental. That's why I'm taking one example. But in my material, there are so many practicing examples are there you can do. Okay, now? Right. And the next one is called as here not operator. So not operator, how it was working, sir, means that it returns all values except the given conditional values, except the given conditional values. Okay. So the syntax, how it will be, sir, means that the syntax is where not column name is equals to value and not column name is equals to value and not and so on. Okay, so this is way your which operator here not operator will be working now. And now let me see one example on this not operator. Write a query to display all employees, who are not working as a salesman, okay, and as a salesman and not working as a clerk. Okay, now tell me, guys, as per this definition, whatever the given conditional values. So here it was saying that it return all values except given conditional values. So my given conditional values, what is now? What is what here? Salesman and clerk. So who are not working as a salesman, not working as a clerk. Understand na? So that means come to your table. Okay, in this table, do you have both kind of people? Okay, salesmen are there, clerks are there. But what I'm doing here, along with sales and clerks, you have a manager, president, and analyst also there. So except salesman and manager, remaining people will got it. Okay. Remaining people will got it here. So now here observe. Okay, now we are observed. So how I'm going to writing here? Select star from EMP. So where, what I want to say, where e name, where job, where not job is equals to salesman, and not job is equals to clerk. So what it was happened, guys, here, except these two, remaining people will come to you. Now check it out. So except these two people, remaining job people will come to you. So remaining job people who are there here, manager, analyst, and president. Got it now? So this is what now not operator you can use. Okay, except conditional values. Whenever you want remaining values, there you can use a not operator. So these are what now, guys, here logical operators how to work. Understand now? And after logical operators, what is the next operators in this category or in this operators means next one is called as set operators. So I hope that set operators also you know in your mathematics. Once I will be recall. Okay, now I'm going to recall and then you will understand that. Set operators. So basically set operators how to use, guys, and purpose of set operators are what now here observe. So set operators, okay, how it was used and how it was working means, for example, in your mathematics, you have here two sets are there. So these are the two sets, A comma B. So A set is having some value and B set is also having some values. On these two sets of values, okay, suppose if I'm using union operator, okay, so A union B. Can you tell me, guys, here what is my answer? Here union means what exactly? Combining the both sets values. With duplicates or without duplicates? Yes, without duplicates. So without duplicates you can. So that means here we can, what is my answer? 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40 comma 50. Okay, now without duplicates union. For example, in the same pattern, if I'm using union all, when I'm using, so A union all, B if I'm giving, what is my answer? Yes. So it was written all values including duplicates. So that means your 30 will be repeated twice. Yes or no? 40 and 50. This is union all. And what next intersect? Intersect means what? What does it mean by intersect, guys? Common values. Common values. Now tell me, in this A and B set, which is common value? That is a common value. So my answer is what now? 30. Next, come to minus. So if I'm using A minus B, then tell me, what is your output? Minus means common values or uncommon values, sir. Uncommon values. Uncommon values are you taking from left side or right side? If I'm giving A minus B, in the A minus B, A is a left direction, B is a right direction. And uncommon values are taking from left or right? Yes, it will take a left side. Left side means if I'm writing A minus B, what is my answer? 10, 20. But the same scenario, if I'm giving B minus A, then tell me, what is my output? Yes, 40, 15. Got it my point now? This is set operators in your mathematics. When it was applied on two sets of values, it will working like this. Okay. So same as how it was, same as it was working on database table also. We are applying these operators in databases also. Okay. How it was, okay, now see. For example, okay, the definition observe. Set operators are used to combine the results of two select statements. So it was combining the result of two select statement. Okay, in that cases, set operators will be useful. Okay, now combined the results of two select statements. That is called as set operators. Okay, now in this set operators, syntax how it is means the syntax is, so you can write like a select query one, and in between I'm using set operator, and I want to write selector query number 2. Okay, now so these are the two queries I'm writing, and each query result what it was come, those results will be combining here. So select a query one result. Suppose select query one is executed, it was giving some result, and same as select query 2 also written. Okay, so this is also result, and this 2 result will set operator what it will do combined. Set operator what it will do combined. Okay, now so that is what we call as a set nature. Okay, now let me come. So now result 1, for example, result 1, result 2 is equals to finally you will get a final result. You will get a final result. Understand now? So this is what it was happening, guys. Okay, right. And now see, based on this syntax, okay, I will go for, okay, some database examples I'm showing now. But before I want to show example, first my concept understand here. What is my concept? For example, Naresh IT, okay, organization is there. So Naresh IT branches are there in Hyderabad, and one more branch is there in Chennai. So Naresh IT organization is having two branches, one branch at Hyderabad and one branch at Chennai. So now what I'm doing here, in a Hyderabad branch, how many employees are working? Those employee data I'm storing into Hyderabad table, and I'm storing into Chennai table. So that means here two tables I'm creating, guys. I'm creating two tables. Okay, now you can observe as per this logic. So now I'm going to create some new tables here. Create table. The table name is EMP underscore Hyderabad. Okay, and I'm inserting some data also. Double quotes there. Okay, one row inserted, and same as few more rows I'm inserting here. Okay, I just come out to see my table Hyderabad, and here, okay. So one record I want to update. Okay, now, so this is your table now. So having some 4 employees in Hyderabad table, and so some information I inserted here. Same as I'm creating one more table here. The table name is, for example, EMP underscore Chennai. So Chennai table, that means in Chennai location, how many employees are working? So those people information I'm going to save. Insert into EMP underscore Chennai, sending values 1 comma Smith comma 85,000. Same as some more records. Okay, 5 comma. Okay, Jones. Next, it will take 35,000. Same as here. Suppose 6 hours taken. The name is here, Martin. 22,000 was taken. So finally, two tables we designed, guys, here. EMP underscore Hyderabad is a one set of values. And the second one is called as what now? Chennai. Okay, now? So these are two tables, and the branch wise employees data I'm going to save here. So on these two tables of information, now I'm going to performing my join operations. That means set operations. Okay, this is example tables for your understanding purpose. I'm giving, practicing purpose, use it. Okay, right. On these two tables, now see one by one example. What is my example? Write a query to display employee who are working in both branches. Who are working in both the branches. Tell me, guys, is there any employees there who he was working in both branches? Yes. Who was working in both branches? Smith. Smith is the employee. He was working in both branches. Okay. So who are working in both branches? Those employees data I want to retrieval from these two tables. Understand my question? The question have a clarity. So now tell me, to get this answer, which operator is suitable? Union, union all, minus, intersect. Who are working in both branches? I'm asking. Minus, minus not here. Union, intersect. Intersect means what? Common values. Now tell me, in this two table, is there any common row data? Smith is a common row now. Yes. So now I want to use for this. This is two tables information, and now I'm writing. Select a star from EMP underscore Hyderabad. Which operator? Intersect. Second query, select a star from EMP underscore Chennai. Now see, your common employee, that means Smith is the employee. He was working in both branches. He was working in more than one branch. Question understand now? He was working in more than one branch. Otherwise, he was working in multiple branches. Otherwise, he was working in same, what we can say. He was working in two branches. Yes or no? Like this kind of questions are come to you, then you can apply intersect. Okay. Now, but here carefully observe. Suppose in these two tables, if you identify here one table data, okay, the entire the row data. Second table, entire the row. Both the rows, each and every column, just you have to check, is it same values or having any different values? Same values. That's why it is called as a common row. We called what we called a common row. We called. So that's why whenever I'm using my intersect operator, then the common row data is displayed as an output. Got it my point now? Suppose, okay, sir. But now I'm going to changing some little bit values are change. Okay, now I'm changing now. So I'm writing update EMP underscore Hyderabad set sal is equals to 44. Okay, sal is equals to 44, where EID is equals to 1. I changed here, and after doing some updation in my Hyderabad table, and later I'm calling my Chennai table. Let me see. Now the same question I'm asking now. What is the question? Write a query to display employee who are working in both branches. Same question I'm asking. Now tell me, you have any employees there working in both branches? No, there is no employee. See, there is no employees working in both branches. Is there any employees there working in both branches now? No. Because why, sir? No means, here observe carefully. How it was comparing means, here ID is comparing ID same. Name also comparing name same. But salary is comparing, salary is a different. It's a different. Okay, na? So that's why this row is not considered as a common row. Your database server is not considered as a common row. Okay, so that reason, now we can go and call. Now we can go and call. What's happened, you can see it is not showing any result. So your common data means each and every column value should be same. Understand now? Yes. But this is not a common. What is the difference? Salaries are different. Salaries are different. That's why it doesn't treat as a common row. Okay, now this point should be remembered. Now come back here. Again, my query I will change now. So now I'm changing. What is my salary again? 85,000 I will take. And the same as now execute. And after that, you can come out and see your table, Hyderabad table information, and go for your Chennai table. So now both are same now. And now you can ask the same question. I'm writing intersect. Then it will come to you. Okay. This point should be remember how it was comparing your common row. Okay. The next example. Write a query to display all employees details. Display all employees details who are working under Naresh IT organization. Who are working under Naresh IT organization. Tell me, guys. I want to know employees. Who are all employees I'm asking. I want to display all employees who are working under Naresh IT organization. Union all. Here first priority should give a union all, first of all, because they're asking what now? All. So first priority they want to give it what now? Okay, union all. Because I'm asking, okay, all employees. That's why you can give it this. And now see, union all when I given here, then two tables data will be combined now. These are Hyderabad location people. These are Chennai location people. All are comes to you. But in the list, whatever the list was come to me, in the list, one employee details are repeated. Yes or no? One employee data is repeated or not? Okay. So now my question is, why should that employee repetition of employee data, why should I want to count? See, if I'm counting, including this, total 7 employees. Okay, total 7 employees are working in my organization. But actually, how many employees are working? 6 employees, actually. But why it was showing 7 means one employee is working in both branches. So, who are working in both branches, that employee data was repeated here. Okay, na? Repeated. That's why what you want to use, that repetition of data, I need to remove from my list. Okay, na? Remove from my list. So, how to remove your duplicate? Union. Very good. Then after, if is there any duplicates are there, then to removing of duplicate purpose, you can use a union. If there is a no duplicates, then no need for union. You can use union all. And now I'm giving. So now tell me, in my Naresh IT organization, how many employees are exactly working? Yes, 6 employees are working here. Okay, na? So now we can, this is what. Next example. Write a query to display. This means here, I can take this 2 operations, guys. This is union all. I'm taking union all. It's a 1. Okay. What it was saying here, including duplicate. Okay, now suppose one more is also there. This is if you want to use without duplicates. Okay, right. And query to display employees who are working in Hyderabad but not in Chennai. But not in Chennai branch. Now tell me, which operator will suitable to get this answer? Yes, minus operator we want to use. But minus operator, whenever I want to use on these 2 tables, which table should keep left side? Because minus operator is always written uncommon values from left side only. Then which is keeping left side? Yes, HYD. So now I'm going to write. So HYD I want to keep left side. And now the operator will be using now minus. And see what it was happen. Yes, space is required. So now see, in a Hyderabad location is working Ellen Word Miller, but yes, Smith is not coming. Why sir Smith is not come here? Why Smith is not come here? Because Smith is also working in Chennai, but I want it only Hyderabad people. So that's why I'm going to, okay, it is not comes to us. Same as if a reverse order who are working in Chennai, okay, but not in Hyderabad. Now what I want to keep, Chennai, I want to keep left side and Hyderabad keep into right side. Okay, now this is what union operators, how to work on my multiple select statements. Here I'm not using single, I'm using multiple select queries. This is one select query, this is one select query. Okay, now multiple select query statements. When you want to use your operator, then you can use set. Okay, right. But here observe, but whenever we want to using set operators, one thing should be remembered. What is that one thing here? Means that, okay, some rules are there that is called as a basic rules. These rules compulsory we should follow. If this rule is break it, it is not working. Okay, what is that? First rule is observed. First of all, I'm showing my tables information. First of all, EMP underscore Hyderabad. Next, Chennai. Okay, now, right. So whenever I'm using set operators on these queries, okay, suppose are you writing like this? Select a star from EMP underscore Hyderabad. Any one operator you can use. Select employee ID comma e name from EMP underscore Chennai. So in this two queries, carefully observe. What is my requirement? In my first select statement, I am using what now? Star. Star means all columns. All columns means how many columns are there? 3. But in my second select query statement, I'm selecting 2 columns. So now tell me, in both the select statements, number of columns are same or different? Yes, different. So in two select statements, if number of columns are not same and different, then your set operator will not work. And it was saying very clear, query block has incorrect number of columns. Understand now? So that means what you remember, whenever we are working with set operators or using set operators, then what it was say, in both the select statements are having same number of queries. So sorry, same number of columns. So number of columns must be same in both the select queries is the first rule. Understand now? So what is second rule? Second rule is what now, for example? Here I'm writing select EID comma E name from EMP underscore Hyderabad union. Select E name comma EID from EMP underscore Chennai. So now tell me, in this query, in my first select statement, I have 2 columns I selected. Another select statement, 2 columns. So number of columns are same. Same? Yes. But can you tell me order? Order of the columns are same or different? Yes, order is different. So if it is different, problem is what, sir? Means that, here careful observe. EID column, which data type? Number data type. Okay, ename column, which data type? Varchar 2. But come to here, ename column, which data type? Varchar 2. EID number. So here my first column is number, same corresponding first column is varchar. So number and varchar data types matching or not matching? not matching. So when it is not matching, then see this set operator is working or not, absurd. Showing error, and very clear error also. What it was, expression must have a same data type as corresponding expression. Expression means column. So this column data type, the corresponding column data type must be same. But here different. So that's why it is not working. So this is your second rule. Second rule is what now? Order of columns, order of the columns and data types of columns should be same in both the selector queries. Okay, na? Right. So these are what, guys, here. Okay, set operator rules. If anyone is going to be not satisfied, then it will not work your set operators. Your set operators will not working. So are you clear now? These two basic rules. Come on, guys. Yes or no? Okay. Now, these are the set operators here, and these all basic operators knowledge is required for your next main advanced concepts. Okay. So if you have this all operators knowledge, whatever we have this, if you have these all operators, what is what now, then in the coming soon advanced concepts, we are going to be very easy for us. Easily we can explain. Understand now? Yes. So this is set operators, and one more of operators will left as special operators, and these are very important operators. Okay, now, so that we will discuss in tomorrow's session. Okay, so tomorrow's session I will go for special operators.